Is that kind of what you want to say? It's difficult to know the exact value of all of Mr. Leung's inventory.
Yes, yeah.
You see, you've used so, but I feel that it doesn't really follow on with so he has determined. I think you shouldn't use so like that. You should say, we only know the current market price when each product is sold, so it is difficult to know the exact value of all of Mr. Leung's inventory. Maybe you could say, however, or you could miss out the word however, just like this, and say, Mr. Leung has determined, maybe determined is not right. Do you mean estimated?
Estimated, yeah,
Yeah.
estimated.
Total inventory valuation. Is that right? Valuation? I think you could the total value of his inventory.
Yes, I think you are correct. Yes, yeah, I think you are correct. Yeah.
Sorry, I guess it should be maybe not his inventory, but the inventory of the company's physical inventories. So that doesn't matter. Of the company's products. Yeah. Based on his antique professional. It should be based on his professional knowledge of antiques. I think that's what you mean, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, please refer to the F3 valuation worksheet. So that's one sentence.
Yes.
And then the next sentence is we checked. So you can't link the two together with a comma in the middle. You need to put a full stop and then the next sentence. Or you could do it like this. You could say, please refer to check something. Okay? So is that what you mean? Something in which you will see that we checked? Is that what you're trying to say? Because you're trying to relate the points together. You've got please refer to this, and then something about that, so you could link it together using the relative clause. So that means in this worksheet, you will see that we have checked, yeah?
Yes.
And then the we checked here, you haven't said when you checked. So that's why I've used present perfect, we have checked. You're talking about before now, right?
Before now.
Sometime before now. Is there any time? Is it clear which time you're talking about?
I think no need to. I don't need to mention which time. When specific time no need. I just
That's
say
right, so
I have checked.
exactly. So present perfect. Remember, if there's no time, it should be present perfect. Okay. Now, I think that you've got 2 points here. The first one is that we have checked, and the second one is the result. But you can't say we checked, this is this. What you mean is we have checked and found that. Can you tell me what you have checked?
I checked the subsequent sales invoice. I checked the sales invoice. The sales invoice in 22 February 2022, Mr. Leung sold the entry for 415,000 Hong Kong dollar. I checked this, yeah.
Okay. Is this just one invoice or
The two invoice. The sum of two invoice is equal to 415,000. Yes.
And that's different to the inventory cost.
Higher than the inventory cost, yeah. Higher than the inventory.
So that means that he made profit.
In the profit, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Profit, yeah.
So like this, okay. Please refer to the F3 valuation worksheet, in which you will see that we have checked the sales invoices and found that the selling prices were higher than the inventory costs. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, and estimated by Mr. Leung. Yeah, originally he estimated that the inventory is 120,508. Yeah, and luckily his selling price is higher than this, so he make profit.
Higher.
Yeah, he make profit. Even this is the replica, but replica still have value. Replica,
Right.
yeah, still artificial article value. Yeah.
So who is this going to be sent to?
Sorry?
Who is this email to?
Email to I sent you several minutes ago. Yeah.
No, I've
Addition
got that. What I mean is, who will you send this to?
Sorry, I
who?
don't understand. Yeah.
I mean, this email is for who?
For who? For my engagement partner, my boss, who is going to respond to sign the audit report. Yeah, I need to explain to my boss, Mr. Chen, that Mr. Leung business has profit. He is not bullshit anything. Yeah.
I see. Okay, so it seems like what your boss is doubting him or something.
My boss, yeah, actually, he is my longtime friends of my boss. Yeah, they have known each other for many years. Yeah, but my boss is he believes the worst of his girlfriends. Okay, don't sign the audit reports of your friend Mr. Leung because Mr. Leung is doing money laundering. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I explained to my boss. Yeah, okay, he is making profits. Yeah, he is not money laundering for anyone.
Right.
Yeah,
I
please
see.
trust your
Okay.
friend. Okay, please trust your friend.
Got it. Okay, got it. I get it. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
then. Okay.
Yeah.
So, so do you agree with how I've rewritten it?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree.
Can I give you another example to just explain why your sentence is wrong before? Because I want you to learn from it as well. If I say, for example, I have spoken to Mr. Leung, let's just make a simple sentence, okay? Is correct.
It's correct. Yeah, it's correct. It's true. It's true. No,
Yeah,
no crime. No
is-
crime. Yeah, no crime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I give you a different example because I don't want you to be distracted by the case. Let's just try to make it just something different, okay? I checked with my colleague. The time is correct. Okay, not about this case. Okay, just for you to learn something about the difference between the way that we express it in English and the problem you have that comes from Chinese. You see, 我已經同我同事 check 咗啦，個時間啱。You see, that's the way that you do that in Chinese is that you have the 2 points that link together and you have a clear connection between them. So if you try to think about it like this, that I make these into 2 sentences, instead of saying, I have checked with my colleague the time is correct, see, that's not right in English. Because if you say it like this, the second example here, it doesn't actually say in the second one, it doesn't say that the time is correct. It just says that you have checked whether the time is correct. It doesn't say the result of checking. But if I say, I have checked with my colleague, and then the time is correct as a separate sentence, then we have checked, and we have the result. But the second one here, we don't have any result. So what you can do is you can say, like this. So this is something that is kind of missing in Chinese, that you don't need to say, and found that. But in English, we need to do that when we check, and then we want to introduce the result of it. We need to put, one, I have checked, and two, I have found that.
Yes.
Or, and he told me that.
Yes, makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okay. All right, let's move on then. Okay, so according to this part here, we don't really see the scarcity characteristics of antiques. We can't really say that, especially not this. According to is not right. According to means where you got your information from. So, for example, if you said, according to Nick, this is correct, that means that Nick told me that this is correct. So here you see you've got, according to the scarcity characteristics of antiques, that means that the scarcity characteristics of antiques told you something.
Because can I say because of the scarcity characteristic of antique?
Yes.
Yes.
Not because.
Okay.
Because of. Because of is different to because. Or you could use due to. Now, I would not use characteristics. I would just say due to the scarcity. Sorry, what have I done? A scarcity of antiques. Or you could say like due to the rareness.
Yes, rareness. Yes,
some or many of these antique items. You see, I would use not really scarcity. Scarcity means that there are not very many of them around. It's okay, but it's just a strange word to use. I would use due to the rareness.
Rareness, okay, rareness, yeah, rareness.
Yeah. Or maybe because rareness and uniqueness of some of these antique items, or of many of these antique items, something like that. And then you've got the number of transactions of antiques are small. You shouldn't use are, because you're not talking about the antiques, you're talking about the number.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Number of transactions, still plural. Yeah, still plural. Why?
No, it's singular.
Singular? I'm
Because
not
it's
talking
a-
about the numbers of transactions.
But you're
Sorry?
talking about one number.
One number, okay. Okay.
So the number, you see, it's not numbers, it's the number.
Numbers, okay.
Not numbers, no numbers. Just the number, one number. That number may be 10 million, but it's still a number.
Oh.
So the number is,
3 is still the number. If I say the number is 4, the number of transactions is 4.
Yes.
Okay. We can say the number of transactions are 4. Not make sense. The number of transactions is 4. Okay. Okay.
You can say there were 4 transactions. There were only a few transactions. There have been only a few transactions. But the number of transactions is small.
Is small. Is 4, is 3, still is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could say that there. Are you talking about a finish time? You're talking about when where no time. Are we talking about last year or something? Or this year so far?
What do you mean? Sorry, I beg your pardon.
Like, the number of transactions when? Are we talking about in the last tax year or something? Or
For
when were these transactions?
the transactions, not this year, last time. Also, I think I thought the
Always.
always.
Okay, then
always.
is is fine. Okay,
Yeah,
then
always.
I just want to
Yes.
look at should it be was or has been or is. I think is right because you're talking about what's always.
Always.
true.
Yeah. Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You could also do like this, but only a few transactions. Just like that, yeah. Okay, the next bit. There have been only 2 subsequent sales invoices. Why have you got invoices of?
Because 2 invoice. 2 invoice. There's the sum of 2 invoice. Yeah. The sum of 0005 plus 0006. Yeah. You
And
see?
then, is it only 006 is in 2022?
No, both invoice. 2000 and 2 invoice. 2 invoice. Yes, like this. Yes.
But then,
Yeah.
But then you have in 2022 in.
I think on.
Okay, on. Okay,
on. Yes.
So the 22nd of February is for both of those invoices?
Both invoice. Mr. Leung sold 2 products, two similar products to 2 customers. Same day, fortunately, same day. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, made a lot of money on one day, right?
One day, lucky one day. Yeah.
Good day.
Yeah, good day.
330,000 profit on one day.
One day.
Nice,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm in the wrong business. Okay, so now which are what does which refer to?
Which refer to?
So in the inventory. No. Okay. Good. Okay. That's fine. You need a comma. That's fine. You just need a comma before which. Because it's non-defining, which are in the inventory lists as at this date. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So the cost is this, and the subsequent selling price is this. That's fine. Referring to the descriptions of the products, they are highly replicated products instead of true antique. No, the. Okay, just delete the instead of true antiques.
Yeah.
Then you've got this descriptions are this. Isn't that just one description?
He want to mention that this is Warriors Day period product, but of course this is impossible to be true because Warriors Day in China is 2,200 years ago.
So
Impossible.
Basically, so you mean actually in the invoices or whatever they're described as that,
Describe
but
it.
actually they're fake.
Yeah, they are replica. They are not. He can. The customers know that this is fake.
Okay.
Mr.
Okay.
Leung said
He's
this
not
is.
tricking anybody.
Yeah, not tricking anybody.
Okay, got
highly
it.
replica. Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
You let me know the true rap.
I'll try to find another word for you. Okay, I will.
Yeah.
I'll try to find another word.
Yeah.
So you got the description should be is.
Mm.
I think it's not descriptions. It's one description. The description is this, and then you've got which were from.
Yeah. Produced
So you need a
from.
comma, not that, but which. So I changed to which was from this time to this time at these two times. Yeah, okay, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't understand if real antiques exist. Do you mean in his collection?
I explained to my boss, Mr. Jan. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. The sales invoice description say this was made in Warrior State period 200 at least 2,200 years ago. Okay. Okay. If this is 2,200 years ago, very variable. This is true. This is very variable. At least 20 million or over. If this is true, but of course this is not true. This is highly replica. Highly replica still have value because the people who make this
He sold it and made a lot of money. I understand. I just want to make it clear to you that the way I read this, you have not made it clear that he is not tricking people. It seems that what you're saying is that Mr. Leung has described them as true antiques, but actually they are not. If they were real, this would be the value.
Yes, yeah.
So you haven't said anything to clarify that Mr. Leung is not tricking his clients.
Yeah, he is not tricking his client, and he is not
Does your boss
tricking.
know that?
He should know that, but his girlfriends do not. His girlfriend is very young.
Okay, so let's add something to make that a bit clearer. Okay. First of all, it's not right to say if real antiques exist. What you should say is if these products were real antiques, the value not should be, but the value would be at least 20 million.
Yeah.
In fact, if so, let's I mean, it's up to you. But if it was me, I would add this, something, you know. However, to be clear, Mr. Leung's clients are fully aware that these replica products, these are replica products, and Mr. Leung is in no way deceiving his clients. They know that they are buying replicas.
Replica,
Yeah. And then, in fact, if these products were real antiques, the value, not the value, would be at least 20 million. So maybe you can say that this shows that that the sale of replicas is highly profitable. Yeah, this shows that the sale of replicas is also highly profitable. Yeah,
Yes.
And that even though the inventory lists include
yeah. He
highly
has
replicate.
yeah he
Yes,
has
some
real
antiques.
yeah he has real entry. Yeah, he had real
I remember
entry.
because you said to me
Yeah,
last time,
yeah.
so that's why I've changed to include. So this shows that the sale of replicas is also highly profitable, or maybe and that's even though the inventory lists include highly replicated products, they still have artistic value, not values, but value.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, do you agree that it's important to sort of clarify a little bit like
Yes.
that?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.